Alan, Richard, and James. And last but not least, I'd like to introduce our teacher, Professor Huguanda. He is the 12-time national heavyweight champion from Tianjin. He was the coach for the national team in China. He has competed all over the world. And now, the team will demonstrate some moves with Shuai Jiao. Shuai Jiao is one of the oldest jacket wrestling arts. The idea is to put your opponent on the ground quickly, as soon as you come into the clinch or grappling range, using thousands of different methods. You hear about stand-up fighting and ground fighting, but there's a whole universe in between. Upsetting the person's balance, breaking their holds. And of course, coaches being nice to us. Shuai Jiao is a Chinese martial art, which is also known as Chinese Mongolian wrestling. It was originally only a style of sport wrestling, but later striking and blocking were added to make it the first Chinese martial art. Shuai Jiao's history spans 5,000 years and was used extensively by Genghis Khan's armies. It's been a major influence for Japanese sumo, Japanese jiu-jitsu, judo, and is the foundation of various Chinese kung fu styles. Shuai Jiao combines grappling, striking, and specializes in standing throws, takedowns, joint locks, and grip fighting. Shuai Jiao is less dependent on grabbing opponents' clothes to execute throws, and instead places emphasis on conditioning, utilizing belts, weighted sticks, stone weights, sandbags to develop explosive power, speed, and endurance. Currently, competitions are held all over the world. There are several teams in the US, all the way from New York to Texas to California. Internationally, these teams are in 23 countries, including Italy, France, the United Kingdom, Spain, South America, and Israel. Most recently, the US team won first place in Rome. Go USA. As you can see in Shuai Jiao, size did not matter. We rely on technique and leverage to throw or take down the opponent. In ancient times, there were no weight classes. Lightweight versus heavyweight, there are thousands of ways to make a person fall on the ground. Some moves benefit the shorter guy, some moves benefit the taller guy. Shuai Jiao through the years has evolved to be a safe sport for everybody. It can be practiced by children for fun, by the novice for self-defense, and by the seasoned martial artists to increase their repertoire. And everybody likes a good workout, right? Yeah. CrossFit just showed you that, and they've been doing the damn thing for a while. Time to get active and beat this disease. Let's get rid of this scourge together. I'm sure we all know someone by now that is suffering from this illness. It's not any longer a distant word that you hear that happens to other people. It's becoming all too common. So on that note, we will show you a method called Jiao, which is belt snapping. And I'll signal the guys to begin. We snap our belt, we move our body a certain way to coordinate our top and weights, our feet and hands, our grip fighting, the timing of the body, and various agility maneuvers. Gentlemen, begin. Go! And change. As you can see, these exercises look very strange at first. We will show you how they relate to combat and actual usage. Timing of the body. Notice the snap matches the footwork. The hands and feet match each other. The waist is turning with the legs turning. Whole body explosive power coordination. Yes. And now, Nigel will demonstrate the four corners method. Timing is everything. Notice the snap and the footwork together. Nice. Next up, we have Alan Chen to demonstrate a flying maneuver for more agility. Alan? Various footwork and agility maneuvers when you lock up with the opponent. Being able to turn your body, your hands, and your feet in unison and develop the explosive, crisp power. Very nice. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Wonderful. Now, next up, we have, we're going to show you some of the basic practices, basic exercises for power, coordination, and actual skill and usage. First, we have a move called pan tue, coiling leg. Richard, as he redoes his belt, stand by, ladies and gentlemen. Nice. Nice. Now next, Richard will demonstrate what this move means. James will assist Richard. Slow motion, please. Now, as James will try to sweep Richard's leg, Richard will take his leg out and reverse the throw, thus throwing down the opponent. One time again, regular speed, gentlemen. So, nice. Pan tue, coiling leg. Thank you. Next, we have Alan to demonstrate another basic technique. Nice. Again. Moves look very strange at first. Now Alan will demonstrate what this move means with Nigel. In slow motion, Alan will go for a hip toss. Nigel will sit down to block the throw, in which Alan will follow his energy with inner hooking and come over the top and end up in the mount position. One more time, regular speed, gentlemen. Sit down and counter. Nice. Next we have Philip to demonstrate basic practices. Go. Babel T-Tway. More agility. Turning the waist. Very nice. Next we have James to demonstrate Golzer, or lifting leg. This move is important for lifting your opponent and toppling your opponent. The higher you get your leg up, the more upside down your opponent becomes. Nice. Next we have Alan to step in to help James demonstrate the meaning of this exercise. Slow motion. James will enter using turning and use his leg to lift Alan's leg, thus toppling him. Nice. And again, regular speed. Nice. Keep your balance, James. Yes. Basic practices. We call them Jibangong, or foundational practices. These exercises prevent injury and a number of different benefits. Next, I'll introduce our coach, Professor He Guanda, and we will show you some actual sparring. Now, the rules in Shuai Jiao are different. In self-defense, you literally hit the opponent with the ground. It's the method of the ground never misses. Whether the person falls down, or you stumble them, or you give them a straight power bomb. When you're attacked by multiple opponents, it's very difficult to strike in various different directions. When it's more than one opponent, ground grappling becomes a risk. So making the person fall down becomes one of the best strategies. So right now, we'll introduce Professor He Guanda, and he'll call people out. In the sport version, the rule is you cannot touch the ground with anything other than your feet. If you take a knee, you lose. If you take a hand, you lose. And this is accomplished by sweeps, throws, and all kinds of things. Via grip fighting and different things. You try to make the other person be on the ground with something other than their feet. Nice. Point goes to Nigel. Nice. You can see this is very useful in MMA, as you can end up in the mount position more than the guard position, more often. Grip fighting is very important also. They say in Shuai Jiao, it's worse to be controlled than to be thrown. Nice. You can clap if you like the throws. that is your first match, ladies and gentlemen. Next matchup, we have James. James versus Ruben. Kaisha.
That's a fundraiser, right?
Yeah, it's okay.
We have a bouncy one over there.
I know.
As you notice, one of the important factors in Shuai Jiao is grip fighting, not being controlled. It's better to be thrown than to be controlled. Set a knee down, that's a loss. As you can see, very useful. Again, we have stand-up fighting, ground fighting, but in between those two, there's a whole universe. Grip fighting, footwork, sensitivity, what we call listening skill. If both fighters fall, the person who lands on top is the winner. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, Chinese Shuai Jiao wrestling. We have another match for you. Up now is Philip versus James. Both of these fighters have won several medals in competition all over the country. Different grips, different tripping techniques, Shuai Jiao. Wrestling and trip skills combined. Sensitivity. Nice. Point goes to James. A very fun activity, very competitive yet very gentlemanly. It's a good place to get tough and go full bore without getting your face smashed in and you can't go to work. And you get used to coming up with solutions to being touched and grabbed against your will. Most people do not know what to do when they get clinched. Listening skill, breaking the grips, making the opponent change his grip, putting him in an uncomfortable position, either by changing your footwork or breaking his grip free. Nice. That move is called bieza, or leg blocking. Coach shows a correction in the grip fighting tactic. See how he raised his elbow to break the opponent's grip. Very good, in fact, against people who want to get you on the ground. So we're accustomed to people wanting to get us on the ground all the time, so it's no easy task. Very nice. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The Los Angeles Shuai Jiao wrestling team. The coach is not finished. He wants to give you more. Next up we have Alan versus Nigel. Final match. Nigel's 14 years old. Just started recently and is developing rapidly. Nigel's controlling the bigger opponent's grip, breaking the grip, not being controlled. Nice. David versus Goliath. Absolutely. Don't go too easy on him, Al. Leg picking. As you can see, double legs, single leg picking, double leg tackles, all came from Shuai Jiao thousands of years ago. Chinese wrestling descends from the Mongolian wrestling, straight from Genghis Khan, using the ground to hit your opponent. Each fall on the mat symbolizes death on the battlefield, as it's on hard ground. In the sports, we're gentlemen. You want to make the person touch the ground. In self-defense, you throw them on their head or their neck. And this match goes to Elwood. Give young Nigel at 14 years old a hand. A young Tiger coming up. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. The Los Angeles Shuai Jiao wrestling team. We work outside of Whittier, soon coming to Rosemead. We teach and practice